Hello guys, welcome to Play Sport to Edu and my name is Vinay Kumar Nain Bhatani. In our next module, we are going to study the resistors. So in the module of resistors, I'm going to explain you what is current, why a conductor has resistance, and how resistors present in practical world. What are the applications of resistors? So let's get started. In order to learn what is current, consider a conductor. Okay. In a conductor, we know that there will be atoms present in that. All these are atoms which are of blue color. Okay, these will be fixed in the conductor, so they don't freely move. There will be electrons, freely flowing electrons, which are of yellow color. They will be moving here and there. So whenever I apply a voltage source to a conductor, this is positive and this is negative. Then the electrons which are freely flowing in the conductor will be attracted to that. Since electrons are of negative charge, these will be attracted to the positive side, and from negative side electrons will be injected into the conductor, and this electron flow will cause the current. Okay, the flow of electrons is nothing but the current. Here the important thing is direction of current. We all know that, and I already said that the direction of current is always from positive to negative side. Okay, this will be the direction of current, but the electron flow is from negative to positive. This is the conventional direction of current, and this is the flow of electrons. Okay, why there is a difference between the direction of flow of current and the conventional direction of current? Why there is difference in that? When the current was discovered, they didn't know about the electrons. They thought that current is purely due to the positive charges, but they came to know that current is purely due to the flow of electrons. So if they change this, all the rules should be changed again. So they left that conventional direction of current like that, and the flow of electrons will be opposite to that. Next thing, after this, why a conductor has a resistance? For that, what I'm saying is we have atoms which will present in the conductor at different positions. So whenever I apply a voltage to the conductor, the electrons will try to flow from the negative side to positive side. Okay, that is clear, right? In the meanwhile, the electrons will collide with these atoms. So electrons will collide with these atoms. The flow of electrons will be objected due to these atoms. Understand, the flow of electrons will be objected due to these atoms, stable atoms which are neutral in charge. So there will be some objection of flow of electrons, so there will be objection to the current. Therefore the material itself will give the resistance to the conductor. So the resistance will depend upon the material. But what property of the material will reflect the resistance means it is resistivity. It is resistivity which depend on which the resistance is dependent. Okay, this is resistivity. It is different for different materials. So how can I relate the resistance with resistivity is nothing but R equals to rho L by A. Understand? So L is length of the conductor and A is cross section of the conductor. Cross section area of the conductor. Okay, area of the cross section. So if this is a conductor, then this will be L and this will be the area of cross section. So the resistance will depend upon the material and the dimensions of the material we are using. Understand? This is why any conductor will have the resistance, since it is made up of a material and material will have resistance. In circuits, whenever we are drawing a line like this represents a conductor. Okay, so whenever we are drawing like this, we consider R is 0 for these type of conductors. This is a pure conductor, so R is 0 of this. That's a assumption we have to consider in networks. Okay, but basically there will be some resistance, but we don't consider for a conductor resistance will be zero ideally. How resistors present in the practical world? Okay, we come across the resistors in our electrical labs, electronic labs, and so on. So in electrical labs, if you are just studying, if you are not been to the electrical labs, and you will be seeing these in electrical labs, these are wire wound resistors. Okay, so wire will be wound around the a non-conducting core, and we will be using these resistors for doing experiments. These resistors can be seen in electronics labs. We use them on breadboard as desired for our applications, and these are the SMD resistors. Okay, surface mounted device. Okay, these are nowadays being very popular because we are having some micro level chips on which these SMD resistors can be seen. Not only resistors, the capacitors also can be seen on these circuits. Okay, in this way we can see the practical forms of resistors and what will be the applications. In order to know the applications, what a resistor will do, a resistor will take the energy from voltage source and it converts into heat. Okay, whenever a voltage source is there connected to resistor, then it will take the energy from the voltage source and it converts into heat. For example, electric heater. Here we keep this plug into the socket from where we are getting the electricity, and this will be converted into heat, which is used to boil the water. Okay, here also we use this and we convert the electricity into heat to make the bread surface crispy. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, comment and subscribe for more videos. If you guys didn't like this video, please let me know in the comments what are the improvements should be done. Thank you.